Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Bill Atkins and you're advanced to the basement. As you can see, my tomatoes are doing really well. I've got some, they're starting to turn red now. So my cherry tomatoes starting to turn red over there pretty soon. But I'm not going to do any more, I'm not going to do another update on my garden today. What I'm going to do, we're going to do a special little woodworking project. Like I said in the beginning of this venture, I said it's going to be a variety channel. We're going to do a lot of different things that I know about. If there's anything that you would like to suggest, we can do that as well, if it's possible. All right. So anyway, let's get started. What we're going to do is I'm putting together a game here. You're familiar with Yahtzee, right? How about Yahtzee? Larger score parts, larger dice. I'm going to make these into dice. Okay, and I got this in plastic sleeves, so we're going to use dry erase markers to write down the scores. And that way we can erase them and use the cards over again. So anyway, you scrap pieces of 4x4 from other projects I've done. I figured out, why not? Just play around and do something different. Okay, so here we go. Now, anybody goes to one of the big box home improvement stores, know, and if you've been doing lumber for any period of time, you know the measurements are never exactly what they say. These are supposed to be a 4x4, but they are actually a 3.5 by 3.5. So what I got to do to make my dice, since it's 3.5 this way, I got to cut down 3.5 this way to make my dice. Okay? Then make 5 dice. We'll start with that. Go from there. Can't measure. All right. Here's my nice jigsaw here. Let that come up. Here's the part where you gotta be like really careful. All right. I'm gonna measure. Make a 3.5 inch mark. I should be able to get all my dice out of what these little scraps I got here. Should be able to get 2 of them right out of this one, right here. Anyway, okay. Now I'm putting it in here. Bring my blade down. I don't want to touch the trigger until I know exactly what I want. Okay, I gotta loosen it up. It'll slide out a little bit. Alright. Okay. Now then I'll come down, drop my finger on the trigger. Since I marked it from that end, I gotta go to this side of the line. And that looks just about right there. Now then I gotta let the blade come up to speed, then I'll cut. Nice and slowly. You don't want to rush any of this. If you rush this, you might just hurt yourself. See, there's still a little bit down here. If I could do this, right in the slot, just knock that out. And sander will take care of that. Sander will take care of that. Now, my next 3.5. Which is right about to here. Whoops, I'm going to turn this one around a little bit because I got a smaller space to work with. Can't put my fingers on here and cut. I'll turn around. This time I'm going to cut to this side of the line. Okay, get in here, look at the line. Okay, there's my line. Again, I go down. I'm not quite reaching the back of that. So. Not quite reaching the back of it. Well, it might take a couple cuts, but we'll get her. Alright, there's 2 of my dice right there. I'll cut the rest of these, and I'll get back to you with the next step. Alright? Okay, I got my dice cut. Got a little bit of scrap left over yet too. Here are my dice. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to take this hammer and this punch. I'm going to take one of the templates. Right, I'm going to lay it right on here and center it on the thing. This is the number 6, as you can see. I'm going to take my punch. Right, there's a little mark right in the center. I'm going to make a punch mark. There's the 6. It's down here. The next thing I want, I have this. This is a Forstner bit. See, it's different than most bits. It's a hole boring bit, but it's different. It doesn't go as deep. It doesn't have as deep a centerpiece as a regular wood boring bit. And this is the same size as the template to make the holes on the dice. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Got to make sure we hold it up good and straight. In here. Okay, I take it right to the top of the bit. Yeah. Make sure we keep this cleaned out in here. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, there you have it. That's the number 6 right there. I'll go round the dice. Do the same with all the other templates. Be back. When one is done, then I'll show you. Hey everybody, we're back. It's Bill Atkins, Bench to the Basement. You take a look. There's my dice so far. I still got to sand them down, round off the corners. And then go from there. We'll put a little black paint into the holes and then fix them up with some polyurethane, make them look good. We'll go through that process here in just a moment. Alright, now I'm going to start the sanding process. We'll use the sander right here. Sand these blocks one at a time. We're going to sand the flat surfaces and sand the corners and round them off. So we'll get that done. off a whole lot. Just enough to take the sharp corners off. You'll be fine. Okay, buddy, we're back. I've rounded off all the edges. Let me see if I got my camera right here. I've rounded off all the edges of the blocks. Now all it's left to do is to paint them. So I've got a little bit of black paint here. I've got some mineral spirits in here for cleaning my brush. Make sure you stir this good. Okay. I'll take my small brush, then what I'm going to do, dab some of the black paint down into the holes. Well, the best type of lumber to use for this would be like cedar. Like I said, this is just some scraps that I had laying around. I wanted to do something with them. I'll get these painted up, then I'll have to wait until the paint dries. I'll come back and I'll coat them with some polyurethane to protect them, and we'll be all done. Yeah, we'll be able to go out and play some games with them. Yeah, looking pretty good. Right? So, I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, here's our final step. I've opted, instead of using poly, I've opted to use this right here. It's a spray-on lacquer. So we're going to do with all that'll do just as good a job to protect them. And then we'll be all done. So here we go. Spray these, then they're set. And flip them over to get that final end, that final side. I didn't put another coat on. Okay. Now we'll let that dry for a while, and then we'll do another coat. See how it all turns out. So far so good. Pretty good. A little something down in there. Alright. We'll be back after this is done. Alright, now for the test. Here we go. There you are. It's Yardsy. I'll probably get a slightly smaller bucket because that one seems to be a little bit too big for the dice. Anyway, that's it. Game, anybody?